do. I hope you can hear me okay. I think the microphone should be alright. So this is the Bonnyton Mound. It's not terribly high. I think the estimate for the length of it was about 360 metres. So presumably from down there, simply up to the top and down again, about 360 metres. And it's been here in some form or other for about between 1000 BC, well, since 1000 BC and as far as 3000 BC, based on other burial sites in the area, I believe. They think maybe people were buried underneath here, people who are special, and probably buried in a kist burial. And that's a burial where you've got a stone-walled chamber, and they put the remains in there and then cover them up. So who knows what's underneath us here. I think possibly a good few metres down underneath our feet there'll be bones, there'll be relics of a bygone age before any of this stuff was ever dreamt of. We're down near the A726, just outside Eaglesham. Eaglesham is kind of like up that way. The Bonnyton Golf Course is kind of over there. And there are a number of fields here for running your dogs. Including that field there, I think it's a dog run field. So people park down here. So yeah, so that's about it. So it's Iron Age. Iron Age and up to about Pictish times, so about what, 3000 BC to 1000 BC thereabouts. Hello, thank you very much. I'll say hello to you. Watch this. Yay, hello. You're on camera, or I'm on camera. Somebody's on camera. Thanks very much for saying hello. Please say where you're looking in from as well. That's always nice to know. Thank you. Has anybody just arrived and doesn't know what I'm talking about here? If you've just arrived and don't know what I'm talking about, then just mention in the chat. I'm fine, thank you very much. Yeah, I've been complaining a lot recently because I can't go hiking. I have to try and let my ankle heal a bit, so I can't go hiking as I normally do. So I'm doing things that are near at hand, that don't take a lot of climbing. I think I'm allowed to do this, but I'm not allowed to go on 10-mile hikes. And this happens to be nearby. It's about 15 minutes drive from where I live. Hey, say hi, says I. Excellent. Thank you. Hello. So I'm just like getting some fresh air and visiting this area here. If you want to know what this is that I'm looking at, please just ask. I've already told people, but you can ask and I'll tell you again. It's quite important, apparently, this mound that I'm on. You don't get many things around that are, what's the 5,000 years old, and that's what this is. I'm standing on a 5,000-year-old mound from Iron Age times. even long before the Romans came, long before the Romans were a civilization, the ancient Romans. In Scotland we had little people roaming around wearing skins. And ceremonies and calculating things by the stars. All sorts of clever things were done way back. And when people died, they buried them in places like this, if they were important enough. I suppose if they weren't really important to the community, they just were buried somewhere else. So that's what it is. You wonder what the roots of these great beech trees are detecting several metres down, where they end up under the ground, what's under there, who's under there. So that's about it, really. I just wanted to out in the fresh air, see something really, really ancient, and take my subscribers with me. So if anybody else is out there having a look and you like occasional live streams and you like hikes when I'm allowed to do them, yeah, subscribe, have a look at my channel. If you like my style, if you like my videos, I sometimes fly a drone as well. I'm just looking here to see if I could fly a drone up between the trees. It's a bit drizzly today though, so yeah, my name's Terry. I can't read Arabic unfortunately, so I don't know your name. But yeah, have a look at my channel, you'll see my name there as well. Terry's hiking away of prehistoric archaeological material there. So any time I find sites, I quite like to video them. So do have a look at my, yeah, we're in Scotland. Scotland, UK, the northern end of the United Kingdom is where I am. Glasgow is, let's see, where's Glasgow from here? I think Glasgow's over that way. And Edinburgh would be miles, about 50 miles over that way to Edinburgh, the capital. So yeah, so that's it. That's what we're doing. We've just about finished it, so I'll say goodbye to the people on the video version of it and say thanks very much for having a look in. I'll say I might put the drone up still because the rain hasn't come on hard. It seems to have eased off altogether for a few minutes, so I could have time to put the drone up from a lay-by or somewhere, send it over the top of this lot and just show you the mound from above. There's not a lot to see, to be honest, but you're welcome to see it. So thanks again for looking in, and don't forget to subscribe, anybody who is looking in. Bye for now. Well, it's goodbye to the live stream. Goodbye to the video people. Close this. There we go. Put that away. And then I can think about maybe flying the drone up. Here's my cover for this. Ever ready case. There it is. So put that in. Get it in a pocket safely. And then I'll go back into the car. You haven't told me where whoever I is, you haven't told me where you're looking in from either. So it's always nice to know. And occasionally I get a new subscriber from live streams as well. If enough people have looked in. There are usually one or two out of perhaps 50 or 60 who like the channel and they subscribe to it. So it's always good. You might be one of those, who knows. I've got videos on it from all over the place, not just from Scotland. Videos from various bits of Europe. Mediterranean islands and so on. So let's see, where can I launch the drone from if I was going to launch it? I want to be away from all these cables and things. Alright, let's cross the road. I don't want to be on that bend. Hello S. Stefania Trombetta. Thanks very much for looking in. You're looking in from Italy by any chance? Italia. Just making a shrewd guess. Keeping an eye on the road, don't we get run over. Yeah, we're out today at an archaeological site, more or less, an Iron Age burial mound, which dates back about 5,000 years. And it's just opposite me here. Trying to see it? There it is. Not a lot to see. Maybe once upon a time, 5,000 years ago, it wouldn't have been covered in grass. And they reckon that people were buried in there. I don't think that one has ever been excavated, but based on the fact that there are others in the kind of area which have been excavated, they reckon this is another one of those. Probably with a little tomb underneath it, a few meters deep. There'll be a little tomb lined with stone, and in there will be the remains of some Iron Age people, perhaps some of their belongings. And we're not far from Glasgow really. You drive for about 25 minutes or less, you'll be in Glasgow. So that is an Iron Age burial mound. Up to 5,000 years old. Which probably makes it older than Stonehenge, but not as pretty. Apparently it is an important site. Presumably because of its age. I'd quite like it if somebody was to do a little excavation on it. Hi Gillikins. Always say hello. Hi Gillikins, thank you very much. You know what we're doing? We're looking at an old burial mound. What about that? Now, how about this? Okay, this time. I think what I've done is I touched the microphone icon. Oh, I hope it hasn't been that way all the time. Oh goodness. Yeah, that happened to me before in Austria last year. I was videoing with the iPhone 16. Thank you very much for letting me know. I was videoing with the iPhone 16 up through a marvellous gorge, fabulous gorge, water piling down at the sides, really good. And then I found I had touched that icon for the microphone and switched the microphone off. Oh dear me. Well, that was a disaster. So nobody knows where I've been or what I've been doing. Yeah, I've been at an Iron Age 5,000-year-old possibly burial cairn, or burial mound it's actually called on the map. From, you know, Pictish to Iron Age era in Scotland, just where I am. Oh well. So that's it. Look, do you want to see it? I'll show you again. There we are. That's the thing. So they reckon there's a chamber underneath that, a few metres down. It's near a place called Eaglesham. I don't know where you are, but Eaglesham in Scotland, which is quite close to East Kilbride town, which again is about 10 miles away from Glasgow. And if you happen to be fairly local to here, it's near Bonnyton Golf Club. Bonnyton Golf Club is over there. And Stirling, oh well, it's maybe a bit far for you to come to see just a heap of turf with trees on it. But if you happen to be driving towards East Kilbride from the west, along the dual carriageway, the A726, you'll see it on one side. I've seen it often myself, as I thought I was telling people earlier. I've been doing this, driving along there lots of times in the past, and always seeing this interesting. Look at this. Hi Owen, Drew, thank you very much. Thanks very much for looking in. How are you doing? How's the leg, or how's the foot rather? Have a look at Life's a Hobby, folks, if you're looking in. Great channel. As long as you don't cut bits off yourself. I'm well, thanks, just trying to go easy on the foot so I'm not hiking anywhere. That's about as much as I'm going to hike. Is that little burial mound. Oh, brilliant. That's what you want. No pain is a good thing. You were very lucky with that one, really. She said you could have lost a toe. So I've just come out, I had my art class this morning. Art class on a Monday morning. Did my arty bit, did my painting, and I just wanted to get out. So I came up to Whiteley Wind Farm, just over there. Biggest wind farm, biggest on-land wind farm in the UK. So that's where I am. I'm not far from that, near Eaglesham village. Had my lunch at the wind farm, a bowl of soup in there, and then the rain had gone off a bit, and I thought, well, the rain's gone off, I'll come down to this thing here. Where is it? Yeah. This burial mound called the Bonnyton Mound. It's on the OS map, and it's near the A726, not far from Eaglesham. So if you find a golf course, Bonnyton Golf Course in Scotland, you'll find exactly where I am. And it's a way to make a little bit of material to upload. So I've done that, and thank goodness for Gillikins, who told me that I couldn't be heard. I'd touched the microphone icon on the screen when I was changing from front camera to back camera, I think, and people then couldn't hear me. So I hope part of the time I've been heard. I was saying that I might just put the drone up, fly over the top of that, get a look down at it. Having stood in the middle of it, brilliant, stood in the middle of it and looked up, the branches are kind of hanging over a bit. I don't want to risk launching it from there. That would be the ideal. I thought, put it straight up, a little tower shot. So instead, I think I'll just launch it from the car park here, send it up over, get a snap or two of it, and then I can put that onto my video, which I took on my DJI camera as well. So that's what I'll do. Now I'll go back and see if I need to go out and buy stuff for dinner tonight. So that's good. Right, well, thanks everybody for looking in. Anybody who's new looking in, hopefully you heard where I've been. If not, have a look. I'll be uploading something about this. The end of the year. Oh, okay. Oh well. You have to do what you have to do. I look forward to seeing you again. I'll still get notified when you upload new stuff anyway, I'm sure, on so that'll be okay. So look after yourself. Take care. Right, I'm going to put the drone up here, have a look at my channel, and if it's an easy one to edit, I'll maybe put it up today. So have a look, subscribe, check. You'll be told then when I've uploaded a wee bit of video about this burial cairn. It's a burial mound behind me from 5,000 years ago, thereabouts. Cheers on, thank you. Have a look at it, and if you like the stuff that I do, if you like live streams like this from up hills normally, at present I'm not allowed to hike a lot because of my ankle kind of injury, so I'm not hiking a lot just now, so I'm doing this kind of stuff instead. I like to make material to show people. So yeah, have a look at my channel. If you like the stuff, please do subscribe. Please don't subscribe and then just unsubscribe again, you know, a day later or something. If you like the stuff, subscribe and watch the channel, and you'll be very welcome. Right, okay, thanks very much for looking in, everybody, and thanks very much to Gillykins for letting me know about the microphone issue with it, and thanks for Stefania and others for looking in. That's great. Right, I'm going to put the drone up quickly, and then I'm going to go home, via the supermarket possibly, pick up something for dinner, and then I'll go home and spend some time editing, uploading, and you can have a look at this hopefully from above. I'll send the drone up just now, and we'll do that. So thanks, bye for now, and thanks for all the likes. So I see I've had 5 likes. Brilliant, I love getting likes. I'm easily pleased. It's very kind of you looking in. Thank you. See if I can find the off switch now. Where's the off button?